Liam or Weagle on your Overwatch, back with a new video. Today I'm going to be talking about probably the touchiest, longest running subject about the game, about a character, a specific one. You've seen it in the title, Hanzo, and his viability within the current meta. There's a lot of confusion, and I think that people let their own personal opinions affect the judgment of how the game should really be played with Hanzo, and I wanted to talk about it, and I'd love to discuss it in the comment section with you guys down below. So, Hanzo, on the face of things, sounds like a very, very good character, and he's definitely a fun one to use. His arrows do a lot of damage to the head and can wipe out a lot of targets in 1 or 2 hits, which is much better than most people in the game. Also, his ultimate is very, very useful, and his scatter arrow can kill people very, very simply without any aim required, really. He also has his recon arrow, which is helpful for telling where enemy people are. He can also run up walls, and as I say, on the face of things, he looks like a very good and viable character. However, with how the game is currently set up at the minute, with D.Va being such a big thing in the game where she can just block infinite damage whenever she wants, Hanzo has become even less viable than he was before. Now, if you play quick play, it doesn't matter too much that you're playing Hanzo. No one really cares in quick play. People are there to just warm up, casual experience. It doesn't really matter what happens. But if you're playing ranked play and you're there to win, you're there to hopefully help out your team because it is a team game, Hanzo is just about always not a good pick. And I'll give you the reasons why. First of all, his movement is very, very low. He can't really keep up with the current team's comp, and he can't keep up with the enemy team's comp. If they're coming at you really, really fast, it's difficult for you to hit the shots as Hanzo and get the use out of them that you can. Now, this is where the argument comes in. Before you start writing that comment down below, well, if you've got a lot of skill, Hanzo's very, very good. But it doesn't work like that, even top people. So Seagull is one of the best players in the game, and a big argument against this whole Hanzo thing is that Seagull can use Hanzo, therefore he is viable. However, if Seagull comes up against a top level professional team, there is no way he would pick Hanzo. He'll never get picked. He doesn't get picked by the pros. And the reason is because you cannot be consistent with him. So the thing that I want to talk about is, should he be nerfed or should he be buffed? Because I've heard so many different opinions on this. There's a massive percentage of people out there that say he needs to be nerfed, he's so powerful. And then there's a huge percentage of people that play competitive and they understand it, that say, no, he's just not viable. And that simply is the answer. Yes, you can have a god game with Hanzo. You can just wreak havoc and wreck everything. I've seen it. I've witnessed it. It's happened to me. But he cannot be doing that consistently. It just isn't possible. Now, what I would propose for this Hanzo fix would actually make him better. It would make him better in the game, and that's what I want, but not better in the way that people see it. But me saying that makes people think, no, Hanzo's already so powerful. I'm not saying that we make him impossibly good. I'm saying that I think he should be reworked in a way that makes him viable so that people can enjoy him, because I want every character in the game to be enjoyable. I want everyone to be able to pick a character, and it's never going to be a huge downfall for the comp of whatever team. But Hanzo just isn't at that point. So what I would propose would be to maybe drop his damage a little bit, but make him cock his bow faster so that he can just shoot quickly and so that he can move when he's also doing this as well. That way, keeping him up to speed with the rest of your teammates and making him a much more viable pick. Just that slight damage nerf and a slight projectile quickness would just be so much better for this character, because at the minute, if you don't charge your bow all the way, you got to wait a couple of seconds to get a full charge, and then you've got to predict it, and if you don't hit them in the head, you're not doing any damage. And that's the issue with Hanzo. I get that he's a great and really fun character to play, but if you're doing it competitive, especially if you're in the rank 50s, 60s, 70s, and you're not pulling your weight as Hanzo, which you wouldn't be most of the time, and that's nothing to do with you, it's just the way the character plays, that's why people get frustrated, and that's why there's Hanzo memes everywhere. But I also understand why there's Hanzo faithfuls. It's because, yes, he's great fun to play. When you go on them streaks, it's amazing. But there's so many people that seem to think it's, well, if you're really good with Hanzo. That isn't the case. It's not that kind of hero, and that's just not how he works. So all in all, Hanzo just isn't viable at the minute in ranked. It would be great if he got reworked. I would suggest making his projectiles faster, having him be able to move when he shoots, and dropping his damage a little bit. It's not that complicated from what I see, but I'm sure that you guys may even have better opinions or better thoughts on this than me, so let me know in the comments, what do you think? But the whole, if you're really good with him, he's viable thing, isn't true, and even people like Seagull and the top level pros would agree with that. It's someone that you cannot be consistent with just because of how his kit works. So guys, let me know what you think in the comment section down below, and be sure to drop a like and subscribe if you've been enjoyed. Remember that we do stream daily, so don't forget to follow that as well, and have a great day as always. Take care.